friends. Hello, hi, how are you? I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. So today we are just gonna be doing a really fun and laid back little tag. I haven't done a tag video in a little while, and my friend Abby Williamson just posted one that I thought was really funny. It's called the Boujee Beauty Guru tag, and it was created by a Gape Love girl here on YouTube, who I will have linked down below, and I will also have Abby linked down below. I thought this tag would be kind of funny because I feel like I have somewhat of a, I don't want to say reputation because it's really just people who don't like me that say it, but I definitely have a lot of people who think I am very bougie, and I definitely think in some aspects I am kind of bougie, but I think a lot of people would be very surprised about how not bougie I am in some aspects. So we are just going to do the tag and answer these questions and see what happens. This first question is, would you rather buy one expensive / luxury item or buy several items with the same amount of money? This definitely depends, because for the most part, I think I would much rather buy like a couple of different things instead of one item, but it depends on the item. Like, have I been lusting after it? Has it been something that I've really been wanting? Has it been on my like makeup? I have like a bougie makeup wish list. It's like my Sephora loves list where everything on there is like super bougie. Christmas money, like that's always what I go and buy, is like my bougie makeup. If it was something on that list that I had been like lusting after, like I would definitely go and get it. For example, when I got the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette, when I got that, I much rather would have gotten that than like a bunch of little things. I also feel like sometimes when I go shopping for drugstore items, I end up buying a lot of things I don't actually need. Like I end up buying a lot of things I'm not super interested in because everything is just so affordable, and especially when I'm online shopping. When you're online shopping at Ulta, you have to meet like a $50 minimum, and so I'll be like, oh, I'll just throw in like $15 worth of drugstore stuff just to get my total up to 50 so I don't have to pay shipping, because I literally will do anything to not pay shipping. I will do that, and then I'll notice that I get things and I'm just like, I don't really like use this or need this or want this. Like, I get a lot of things I don't need when I try to buy a bunch of items for the same price I would have spent on like a higher end product. Sometimes it's the same thing except reverse, because sometimes I'll buy a higher end product and then I don't really end up using it, and then that money still went to waste. The ideal situation would be, depending on the product, I get a lot of use out of everything I got, and that does happen a lot, but sometimes it doesn't. It makes me sad. So I guess it really depends on like the product, what products I'm really into, because sometimes I'm also super in tune with what's going on at the drugstore or what's going on with like lower end products, and then I have like a wish list of those products that I really want to go get, or a wish list of like higher end products. It really just depends. So the answer to that is I don't know. When it comes to beauty products, do you believe the phrase you get what you pay for? No, I don't, because I have had foundations that have been like literally $9 that are better than ones that were like $60. I truly think that with makeup, a lot of this stuff is just so overpriced, and the upcharge on it is just so large. Like, the money that these makeup companies have to be making back by upselling these products so much is ridiculous. So while I think sometimes there are certain products where it's like, well, this is really unique. Like, I have JD Glow eyeshadows, which are a little bit pricey for the fact that you're just getting a singular eyeshadow. However, they're so incredibly unique to my collection, and I have really not a lot of things like them. So to me, they're worth it. I feel the same way about that Pat McGrath palette I have. While I know they're very expensive, I do feel like it's very unique and special to me. So in that aspect, I guess I got what I paid for, but I still think I paid too much for those things. So it's kind of like, I really don't think there's anything that you can't get at Sephora that you can't dupe with lower end products. That doesn't mean, however, that I don't still love to go and buy higher end products, and that's just because I'm a makeup enthusiast. I'm a makeup collector. So this is kind of my big hobby that I don't mind investing money into. But at the end of the day, I think you could get any of the things I have for cheaper and have like a similar effect. Like, you could create, there's so many, I've done videos like that where you compare drugstore to high end, and it's like your face looks the same at the end on both sides because you can get really good things from both sides. What is the most expensive beauty item you've purchased with your own money? It's a good question. My most expensive palettes were all gifts. So I think my not the most expensive thing I own, because like I said, I have a Pat McGrath palette that my boyfriend bought me for a gift, and I have 2 other things that were Christmas gifts. But I do think my most one that I've ever bought was the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette before she remastered it, like the original Rose Gold palette. I bought that for $65, and I'm pretty sure on one item that is the most money I've ever spent, my own money on that product. I'm trying to think if I've ever spent like $80 on a singular product, and I don't think I have. So I think that would be my most expensive one. Are you willing to buy products at full price, or do you usually wait for sales or a discount code? So I'm weird, because if it's something I want like right when it drops, like the Anastasia foundation is a great example. I knew I wanted that. I knew I was gonna want that, so I just kind of bought it right then and there. I didn't feel a need to like wait. But if I see a product come out and I'm like, that's gonna go on sale, because sometimes you can just tell. There are certain brands that you know are gonna put stuff on sale, and you can just tell that this stuff is gonna go on sale. So if there's a certain brand that comes out with something, particularly like Too Faced Urban Decay Tarte, I can usually be like, okay, that's probably gonna go on sale eventually. So I usually will wait for that. And also when it gets to be around this time of year, because this is the Sephora 20% off sale time of year, and also Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, I tend to spend less because I'm kind of waiting to see what is on those things. So things that are kind of a little bit more random, not necessarily like wish list items, but things that I'll like walk around and I'll be like, oh, I'm kind of interested in that. I'll usually wait until after it gets posted what's going to be in 21 Days of Beauty, like on sale soon or whatever. Around holiday times, I tend to wait, because usually like 4th of July, Memorial Day, like brands are always having sales. So sometimes I'll wait for things, but if it's something I'm really, really excited about, I don't mind paying full price for things. Also, I'm intensely a bargain hunter when it comes to things too, because I love to go to like Marshall's and TJ Maxx and find makeup there. It's my happy place. I go to Marshall's when I need some me time. I typically won't buy the makeup unless it's something I either already was interested in, or I think it's a really good deal, like it's a really good sale. But I will just kind of like roam around Marshall's and look at everything and really just like, I don't know, it calms me. Same thing with Target. They just calm me down. I don't ever really buy a lot, but it just calms me down. That would be a place where I kind of like will go and hunt for discounts and sales though. Where do you shop for beauty products the most? I think probably Sephora. I buy a good chunk of my makeup on Sephora, mostly because I have the free back to shipping, which I hate paying for. I know everyone who lives in different countries that aren't America thinks I'm super spoiled, but I'm sorry, I don't like to pay for shipping. At Sephora, I have 2-day free flash shipping. You pay for like $10 at the beginning of the year, and if you're a rouge, you also get it, which I am a rouge. I hate that I'm a rouge. I'm so mad at myself for allowing that to happen. I am a rouge, and so I technically get the free flash shipping anyway, but I think it's worth it, because even if you pay the $10 for it, like that's, you made your money back in like 2 purchases. So I mostly shop at Sephora because number one, they have a lot of the brands that I like, and number two, it's free shipping. Sometimes I shop at Ulta, but only if they're having like really good sales. Like during 21 Days of Beauty, I will. And during 21 Days of Beauty, sometimes they'll have free shipping on stuff, which is really cool. But I have been getting a lot more into more indie brand shopping. So I think a good chunk of everything comes from the internet though. I don't really go in stores anymore. I kind of just buy everything online because it's so convenient. The only time I'll go in stores is if I'm questioning something and I like want to swatch it to see how it performs, or just see if the color's right, things like that. But for the most part, it's all online, and it's usually at Sephora. How often do you get your nails and or hair done? Literally never. I haven't gotten my hair cut in a really long time, and I haven't had it done since February. It's not been colored or treated or anything since February. I kind of just like to let my hair go wild, you know? Sometimes I go months where I just kind of let it go. It's a lot of out of laziness and a lot of out of I don't like paying to have my hair done. My hairdresser's fantastic though. She deserves every cent that she gets. She's amazing. But I don't really like cutting my hair either. So if I go in, it's because I need to touch up on the color, or because I want to do a crazy different color. But usually I get my hair done like once a year. And nails, I like never actually get my nails done, because fun fact about me, I can't have acrylic nails. I literally will rip them off in like 2 days. Like I cannot have acrylic nails. I can't function. I can't put in my contacts. I can't take out my contacts. I can't play piano. I can't type. I can't edit. I can't text on my phone. Like I cannot do anything with acrylic nails, even if they're very short. I can't do anything with them. So I don't ever get my nails done, but I do splurge on pedicures in the summer. Usually in the summer, I'll get a pedicure, like usually once a month, I'll get like a pedicure. And I go with my friend Amber. It's kind of like our girl time. We get to go and like chat and catch up. But she made me try to get gel nails. The last time we went, I had a gel manicure, and that actually lasted a little while. I pick at my nails so much is the problem. But the gel manicure lasted a little while. However, I did think it was a little expensive for what it actually was. So I don't know if I would do that again, because I could just like paint my nails and have a similar effect. But I will get my like pedicure done, and I never get my hair done. Do you prefer long or short nails? Short. I can't do the long. I just can't do it. Which makeup brush brand is your favorite? Honestly, Amazon. I know Amazon is problematic and I get it, but the Amazon brush sets are so good. Like, they're so good. You can find brush sets on Amazon that are, that's pretty much the majority of my brushes are from brush sets on Amazon. Like, they have such good brushes. Also, BH Cosmetics has some pretty good brush sets. I got their marbled white brush set collection and I really enjoy that one. The brushes are fantastic. But honestly, those like $3 ones on Amazon are ridiculously good. Brushes can be very low quality. Like, brushes, it's not hard to like find decent brushes for a low price. I know some people swear up and down that like buying, what are they called? Smith brushes like changes the game. And I just don't believe that. I just can't believe that a blending eyeshadow brush could be any different than another blending eyeshadow brush. I know I'm gonna get comments of people telling me I'm wrong. I think what I think because of what I've experienced. So that's how I feel. High-end or drugstore mascara? I don't know. I don't care, honestly. I just buy what I buy with mascara. My go-to mascaras right now, let's test this theory. So drugstore or whatever. I love the Essence Lash Princess, the mint green one. So good. It's such, and it's like $3. It's so good. I also have been enjoying the ColourPop mascara. I've been really liking the Wander Beauty one and the Clarins one. That's all the four I've been using. So half and half. I will say I don't necessarily think you need to buy high-end mascara because like I said, the Essence one is like so good, but the Clarins one is also so good. I don't think you could go wrong with either of those. So it's basically just about like what your budget is and what you want to spend. Because I think you could buy the $3 one and be perfectly happy with your life. You know, I actually prefer buying cheaper mascaras too, because when you go through them, because they only last like a couple months. So once you go through them and you have to buy another one, it's not as big a hit to your bank account when you have to like rebuy something. That's the worst part about like buying things that are more expensive, is if you do love it, eventually you're probably gonna run out of it and then you have to rebuy it, and that feels awful. So think of your favorite makeup brand. Is it drugstore, high-end, luxury, or indie? My favorite makeup brand is probably Anastasia Beverly Hills, which I know is such a basic answer, but it is. I love everything they put out. I love their products. I truly at my soul like am an Anastasia stan. They're fantastic. So I would consider them more of a higher end brand, and I really buy the majority of what they put out. Like, I love Anastasia, but I will say I do have other brands that I love. If we're talking like all-time favorite, it's Anastasia, but I love Milani, Fenty, I love JCat Beauty. They're really good. I kind of am all over the place with them. Marc Jacobs is like one of my favorite like luxury brands, I would say. I just really love everything I've ever tried from Marc Jacobs Beauty. So I think I have favorite brands all across the spectrum of makeup, but I definitely think if we're saying like my favorite, it's a high-end brand and it's Anastasia, because I love them. Like, ride or die for Anastasia. The final question is, considering your answer to these questions, do you think you're bougie? You know, I am bougie with my makeup, and I've always been that way with makeup, like literally always. This isn't like a new thing where I'm like suddenly really into high-end makeup. I've always really liked luxury makeup, bougier makeup, and I've always also really liked drugstore makeup. I think if you were to do like a percentage-wise, I think more of my makeup is high-end than drugstore, but I think a lot of that, like I said, this is like my passion. I love it. I love makeup. I love collecting it. I love having it. I love playing with it. I love doing different things with it. Like, because this is kind of, I have a channel that makes money to support it. So because this is kind of like my main #1 thing that I love doing, I don't really mind that. You know, I think if I had never, this is kind of interesting, because I think if I had never started a YouTube channel and had never started doing all of this, I definitely think there are things I would never have owned or bought. Oh my god, I forgot to mention ColourPop as one of my like favorite brands too. ColourPop is so good and they're so affordable. I think the way I see it, my YouTube channel definitely makes my makeup preferences a little bit more bougie. But I also, like, I love a good deal like anyone else. I like to save money. Who literally doesn't? I think there's like a mass misconception that I spend like thousands and thousands of dollars a month, and I'm just like rolling in it, and I'm just like using my boyfriend's credit card to buy all my makeup, and that's not true. All of the money that I buy my makeup with came from my YouTube channel. And it's not all of the money I make on YouTube. So yeah, I think I'm definitely bougier with my makeup for sure. And I don't really think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with having likes. And as long as you're being financially responsible about it, I really don't see the issue with liking more expensive things. Everybody likes what they like. Some people think it's crazy, and that's fine. I probably would think some of their hobbies are pretty nutty. I think it's just, you like what you like. It's not, as long as you're not like building up credit card debt or doing anything crazy, I really don't see an issue with it. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys like this tag. Please go check out all the people I link in the description who I found that have done this tag that I thought was really interesting. Yeah, I love you guys so much. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, or just like, or just subscribe, or do neither. Honestly, just so happy you're watching me. Thank you so much for being here. My merch, my social media, and everything I'm wearing on my face will be linked down below, and along with all of that stuff, say it with me, it's a link to register to vote, and you could go be an active member of our democracy and vote in our next local, state, federal elections, and just, you know, have your voice be heard. Bring power back to the people. Let's do it. So please go do that if you haven't already. Thank you. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!